Hey everyone, John Hollingsworth with EBTech. We're going to show you a quick app that we made, and the reason we're going to show you this is because we had a client who came to us. His name was Al Reddick of Reddick Professional Tree Care, and he had a problem. When he went to do an estimate, he would sit in his pickup truck with a computer in his pickup truck and a printer in his pickup truck, and he would try to get an estimate out, and it was dirty and uncomfortable and awkward, and it didn't look very professional. So he came to us, and my good friend John Reeford created an app that not only helps him with efficiency, but it increases his credibility, and it looks pretty sweet on his iPad as well. So I'm going to turn this over to John. He's going to give you a quick run through of exactly how we built this app. Go ahead, John. All right, John. So if I'm the client and I'm going to go to a house, I need an estimate. Right, I want to create an estimate using this app. I would go here.
Correct.
All right, and it looks like I can fill out all the information for, first name and last name, the location of the estimate. Now, what's this right here? What happens with this little drop down?
The customer required the ability to select certain equipment. He wanted special equipment listed in his quote that he was sending. So we pre-populated this drop-down menu for him. And as you can see, and you're doing now, you can select whatever items you wish from that list, and once you have done so, it gives you a summary of the items you have selected.
All right, so it looks like everything is added there, and we've got brush, wood, and stumps. What need were we meeting here with the client?
Well, the customer himself had more requirements, and one of them is when he cut down a tree, certain things needed to be done with the remainder of the tree, and one of them being the brush and the other portion being the wood and the stumps. He needed a way to inform the customer on the quote what would be done with the remainder of the tree. So once again, a pre-populated list with various choices that he wanted in there.
Okay. So I can select topsoil and grass seed. So this is all being added to the actual estimate as in going along. So this is probably cutting his time down in half from writing everything out to just selecting a drop down.
Absolutely.
All right, and then we have job item.
This is a list of, once again, specific items, line items within the quote itself. So if he was cutting down a tree or removing limbs or something like that, in this example you've selected cutting down a tree.
Yep.
And right below that he can enter any amount that he wishes to charge the customer.
So I could say $10. Is that right?
It auto formats the dollar amount. You have to keep pushing 000.
Oh, okay, all right. So we'll go 0.00 like that. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Nice. All right, so cutting down the tree, sir, is going to be $10. And what's this box for?
That's if you had more information as opposed to cutting down the tree in the front yard or the side yard. You could tap inside and put a specific comment about maybe which tree it was or which limb it was or anything further detail as to that.
Okay, so I've typed side. Now I just add the plus. Is that right?
Correct, yeah.
So I'm going to hit the plus.
And now it's added our line.
Oh, there we go. So cut down the tree, $10, and it's on the side. So the next job item might be, let me see, prune out deadwood. And then I can add an amount there, and it's going to be $350. I'm just playing with numbers here. 00. Oh, there's with the dollar sign. And done. And then I'm going to add that as an item as well. Look at that. Okay. So if that's all that needs to be done, then what do? I just select done down here?
You'll need to fill out the customer information.
Okay.
Because what this allows us to do is, with the correct email address entered in, it allows us to send the quote that we created right from our iPad, right from the job location, to the customer. So there's no need to print anything off and to mail it to the customer. It's instantly in the customer's hands so that they can review the quote and hopefully very quickly approve it, and you can get your job done.
Excellent. All right, so let's do that. And
you'll need to fill out this information as well. This ensures that you have information for the quote so that all the information is there documented for you.
Okay, so let's just do that real quick. There's a city, we'll say Sarnia. There's a phone number, and let's just say that's all good then. All right, and done. Did you double check your information? Okay, so what do we have here? This looks like the official quote that's going to be sent out.
All the information we type is now put inside this simulated PDF, and essentially that's what's going to be sent to the customers, an actual PDF that you see here with a sequential quotation number.
Cool.
Customer's logo,
Yep.
signature and date at the bottom, as well as our taxes, our total, and our subtotal.
Oh, so it was 10 plus 350 is 360 plus HST to give a total of 406.80. Sign in the dotted line, and then you press that button, it gets emailed out.
Once again, we can email it right from. Wants you to double check, but we can email right from the application. And as you can see here, it pre-populates a lot of this information. The customer's email address,
Yep.
in this instance, is actually emailing or copying the email to a customer.
Okay.
Puts in a subject for us, as well as any information who it was from, Al Reddick in this case. And here's our attached PDF as well. And we just simply push the send button, and away it goes.
Wow.
So now that quote is sitting in the customer's email box or inbox.
Yep.
And we haven't even had to leave the job site to get the customer a quote.
Okay, so let's say the customer gets the quote on his phone or on his computer, whatever. Ding, it's there. Al is still there. He looks at the quote. Yep, that's a go. Let's do that. Then what happens?
Well, we have view reports, which is right here, which shows us all the all the quotes that we have sent to customers. This one in white here is actually the one that we just created, Thursday, May 28th, with our quotation number. Now, the other ones are test ones that we have created to give a little bit more insight as to what's going on. Now, the reason why they are red is the customer wanted an indication as to how old these quotes are. So 0 to 15 days, the quote stays white. 15 to 29 days, the quote will turn yellow. And 30 days or more, it turns red.
So this is all fake copy. It's all fake data just to test.
Correct.
Okay, awesome.
So if we want to look at that quote that we created just to make sure, we can tap on it.
Okay.
So this is the quote that's sitting in the customer's inbox, and like you said, if he approved it. Now we can do two things from this. If he's approved it, we can click on Convert to Approved Quote.
Okay.
Or if we had to, we do have a printer icon, and we can actually print it right from our iPad.
To a wireless printer sort of thing.
Correct.
All right, so let's say the guy says, yeah, I like your estimate. Let's go for it. I'm going to press that button. Is that okay? Okay. Convert to an approved quote. I love this. Are you sure? In case I accidentally touch it. Yes, this time I'm sure. And now it's actually...
No longer is it a quote. It is now in our approved quotes, and we see right here under 4.
Nice.
4. So if now this is essentially Al Reddick's job list. These are all the jobs that he must complete, as they are all the approved quotes.
Okay.
So if he has completed this job here, which just got approved, we can tap on it again, and it gives us more options. One of the options is we can print off the quote itself, so I would know, or I can give it to a coworker of mine, so he would have a copy of this.
Okay.
So he would know where to go, what equipment he needs, as well as what he's doing.
So this could actually be a work order as well for the team.
Absolutely. As you can see here, change the name from pending quote to active job.
Nice.
Now, if we were going to email this or print this off and give it to one of our employees, if we don't want them to see the prices, we can simply turn the price off.
That's amazing.
The other thing we can do is if we're not sure where this location is, we can tap on the mail icon, but we have our iPad, unfortunately, in airplane settings, so we're not able to bring up a map, but it will bring up a map, and once again we can print that map off if needed, or we can email it.
Wow.
Now, we can also convert it back to a quote if we made a mistake. We can email the approved quote to someone if we need to.
Okay.
Or if we've completed this job, we would convert it to an invoice. And once again, it asks us if we're certain.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I can go from estimate to approved quote to invoice all in about 3 minutes.
Correct.
Amazing. Okay.
So we were in quotes or approved job.
Yeah.
Now it should be in invoices, and look, there it is. And if we go back into it, we will see now it's called an invoice.
Wow.
And not a quote or a job.
Okay.
Now this gives us two options from here. One is we can email the invoice directly to the customer, and we can, once we've received it back from the customer, we can put any kind of payment information in here. And what that allows us to do is down here it says, well, it should say credit card, but I mistyped it. But now that it has some information in here, we can go back and fix that if we make mistakes. Now that we have the payment information in here, we can email it to our accountant. That way we're not having to, we can quickly interact with the accountant and not have to send massive amounts of information to them.
All right, so then this is on the books.
This is on the books.
So John, are you telling me that, so this client can go make an estimate, the customer gets the estimate right away, he approves it, he gets the approved quote, that approved quote can be functioning as a work order to the team.
Correct.
They can see the prices, they don't see the prices. There's a map on the work order as well. And then once the job is done, he can send that invoice right away to the customer.
Correct.
So the customer gets the invoice right away. You don't have to wait 30 days for the accountant to come in and do all the books. Everything is done right away.
Correct. The accountant has all the information as each job is completed.
That's amazing. So you customize this exactly to what the client, Al Reddick, needed.
Correct. The one of the options that it gives us here is once we've emailed the invoice to the customer, and once again we'll just take out the customer's email because we don't actually want to send it to him. When we go back into invoices, it gives us, you're receiving some emails.
There you
go. We have a list of all the invoices that we have sent, and at any point in time we can go back into them and see how much money we have accumulated into our account or received for a particular month.
Wow, that's great. All right, any other high points, or have you covered everything?
There's one other point that I think is a little kind of important. Because this device is going to maintain all of your quotes, all of your invoices, we have the ability down here, once we push this button, it backs up. Once again, we're in airplane mode, so it won't work.
Okay.
But it'll back up your database to the EBTech server. That way, if anything happens to your iPad, you're not going to lose all your important information.
Amazing.
It's stored off the iPad somewhere else every time you tap that button.
So all of his business is stored securely. So this really is a great customized pro business solution for a customer. All right, well thanks a lot, John. And if and when you need an app built for your business, customized, give us a call at EBTech, 519-332-8235, and we would be glad to customize something for you.